Hello and welcome back to Mordheim, City of the Damned. It is currently Festag, the 13th of Summerzeit, and yes, we're doing very well at the moment. We're currently going for the achievement to try and maintain 100 of each type of weirdstone, and we are very close. We just need 4 more fragments and 2 more clusters to get there. Wow, that really is close. Let's have a look at what options we have available. So we've got a brutal mark for death. Probably won't be taking that on account of the fact that most of our heavy hitters are currently either in training or... No, actually, they're all in training. Mobhor, although he's very good, I wouldn't necessarily class him as a heavy hitter at the moment. He's injured. He should be back tomorrow. Other than that, we've got a normal Weirdstone rush with poor amounts of Weirdstone. Or a normal Weirdstone rush again with average. Out of these options, I think I will go for the Hunters and the Prey, actually. We're going to be split up into strike teams, much like the last mission. But that didn't work too badly for us. It kind of got a little bit out of hand with Khrothral taking the brunt of the damage. But all in all, we were able to hold out against the clan, so I see no reason why that won't happen again. Now, remember, we're going to spread the experience around, so we're going to take our least experienced troops with us. So Kragor can swap for, there we go, Furumun, and Grazigar for Asdon. And that will even things up just a little bit. Khrothral will come out. Eladel will come out. Yes, that will do.
An enemy warband is fragmented into small patrols, possibly to try and slip past your own warband and escape with some wordstone. Aware of these patrols, you quickly dispatch your own forces in small groups to intercept them and prevent any enemies from leaving the area without a fight.
Alright, so it's pegging us as the aggressors, although I'm not sure that's necessarily true. Where is the Weirdstone? Well, that's them, and it looks like we're up against the Undead. We don't have Svogaz with us, so we don't have to worry about them having a Crypt Fiend. I think out of the deployment options, if we go... none of them are particularly good. So if we go here and here, and sort of meet up around about there-ish to start with. I'll actually put Khrothral over on this side so he can try and keep watch and slow them down. So if you go here, Eladel. So yeah, somewhere in this lot, please. How's that? That's good enough. Khrothral, you can be again. Yeah, that'll do. Furumun, want some backup over with Khrothral. And Grazigar, you can also go over there. And they're going to have 3 potential positions as well. One of which will be around their war cart, much like ours has one around our war cart. But they could be anywhere else. They might be like down here. I'm actually going to mark a few other key points of Weirdstone. They've kind of got that line there that we want to investigate. One of the downsides with taking such a small force, aside from the fact that the game is rather super swingy, like we discovered last match, is also you get less loot out of it at the end. Provided you win, of course. If you lose, you get nothing anyway. Alright, Khrothral, please be scouting. Right, we can see a Necromunda of theirs. The bridge is out. It's kind of good for us. Necromuncers often have bows, so... Could you actually see someone? You can. Who can you see? Oh, is that actually the Necromunda? Yes, it might be. Let's cancel that for the moment. Yes, it is. So Necromunda looks to be on his own. At least as far as we can see at the moment. That's kind of good for us. Haven't seen anyone else down here. So let's go the way that we had planned to. and start moving along this way to pick up this weird stone.
Objective.
It's going to be 2 clusters down, which will be very nice. Especially if we can hold on to it for the duration of the match. Oh, you can see someone. Who can you see? That's their leader. Right. Gosh. He's through cover. There's not much we can do about the cover. I'm going to pick up the weird stone afterwards, but what I'll need to do is, tricky. Yeah, there's no way I can take a shot and then move. I need to come over here and just assume that I will be on this point. So hand shot, it's got a 15% penalty to hit, and then I get a free reload, and then I can go on Overwatch. So hand shot. Good. That's going to reduce his offensive options. Then the reload. Pick up the weird stone. Hope it doesn't give me a penalty to the number of offensive points needed for Overwatch. A positive effect. And then we'll go on Overwatch. Right, so we kind of need to bomb everyone over this way to lend some assistance. Yes, definitely need to head this way. Then Necromonster's going to move next. Yeah, if I sort of stand here, do weapons... Actually, retreat! Oh, that is inconvenient, to put it mildly. Right, buff myself then. Failure. Off to a great start. Let's try again. So, buff myself. Failure again. Oh my goodness. What are the chances of doing another one? 13% for a curse. Right, success this time. And then we will go on ambush stance because, well, it's the only thing we've got available to us left. Necromancer, this is the one by their wagon. I imagine he's probably working his way over slowly. It's going to need to go this way through. Khrothral, come and catch up. Now, we can kind of assume that they're going to swing around this corner and try and engage us. So what I'll do is I'll put Idol of Blood down around about here, I think. It's a good buff for us. Failure. I don't have another chance to do that, so we'll just go on ambush stance. Hope for the best. We've still got the other two guys to bring over. There's that Overwatch shot. That's going to slow him down just a smidgen. Really not very much at all. This is going to get a little painful for Khrothral. We'll get some assistance over in just a moment. Man, that critical hit, that's not good. At least he's got no more attacks this turn. But he does still have another person potentially nearby. Alright, Furman. Let's get over there and help, shall we? Now, can you do it from a position that leaves open for your friend as well? I think you can. If I take that a little bit more linearly, really avoiding the traps to try and not screw myself out of anything there. And then dodge the trap. Right. Sometimes I feel like I abuse the movement system a little bit too much. Okay, so that can come in all the way at this corner. Come on. Just in. There we go. Get 2 attacks. No charge this time. Also no defense. But we're just really trying to do damage at the moment. Then we'll get Khrothral to run over and try and charge into combat himself. Don't think he's quite going to make it. No. So we can stand here on ambush stance. Hopefully do something useful next turn.
Round has started.
Khrothral in the meantime can retreat out of there. Take a couple of shots with his bow. Or maybe a shot with his bow. Alright, Khrothral. So disengage. It's going to take pretty much all of his offensive points, but it's still the better option. Reload. And move back a little to be a scout. There, you can see another Necromancer, or the same Necromancer. Yes, that's the same Necromancer. So we'll just go on dodge stance here. There's nothing offensive we can do. And now it's Eladel's turn. Well, he at least can come forwards and get involved in the fight. Chains of Chaos is going to help a lot here, provided it hits. So, Chains of Chaos. Now, we can charge and basically get 1 attack and then do 1 buff, or we can do 2 buffs. I think it might make more sense to do 2 buffs. So we'll buff Furman. Yeah, we will do another one. So Weapons of Destruction again on Khrothral. And then, kind of just to try and even things out a little, we are going to enter combat here, but only to be an extra target. And then we're going to go on dodge stance. So this might seem a little counterintuitive. We're basically presenting an additional target so that Furman takes less damage. There's the Necromancer. Oh, he's got a bow. Right, Khrothral. You still haven't managed to do your Idol of Blood, which is good. Means you can still do it now. So let's get you forwards to the point where you can engage. Like over here. That's quite good. We'll do Idol of Blood down somewhere that covers everyone. That should do. And then we shall... Oh, we don't have any defensive options again. Nah, it's fine. We'll just walk into combat and attack. Really, really try and double down on the extra damage coming in and multiple people to strike back at. I'm already feeling like this is a bad plan. But at the moment, it's kind of working. It's spreading out his attacks. And with all the focus fire, he should go down relatively quickly, despite bad RNG rolls. The Idol of Blood on the floor is going to help us heal up a little. So get that charge on. Miss, bit of a shame. Very close though. Good hit. Finally we can start dodging. Well, parrying in this case. And Furman. Miss. Come on. Ah, oh, frustrating. You can go parry again.
A new round has started.
Yes. we can actually see some of their ghouls. Yes. Let's now, do we actually want to engage that Necromunda, or should we just try and ignore him? I mean, I could do the hand shot on this guy, or I could actually just do a couple of aimed shots. Yeah, the Idol of Blood is only for melee damage. There's no point in me getting closer to do that. But there was a ghoul coming around here that we probably want to keep an eye on. So if I can investigate, find out where he's gotten to, that would be quite beneficial for us. Well, there's one over there. He's not the one I'm thinking of, but he could well be a useful target anyway. 95% chance to hit. We'll do that and reload. And then we'll move back into the throng a little. And do I do a hand shot here? No, I think I do an Overwatch. In which case I actually move back a little further. There we go. Just in case anyone comes around, we should be able to slow them down a little. Right, Eladel. We are going to assume that we'll take him out this turn. I'm not sure if that's a smart assumption, but it is an assumption nonetheless. So if I start off with an attack, where's just plain old bash? There we go. So bash heals us up a little. The blood sacrifice means we can buff for just one offensive point, so we'll buff Furman. And we can do another attack and one more buff. Even with a miss, we can still do the buff. Put that on Grazigar. We'll go on dodge stance here. Necromancer's turn. He might be coming up behind Grazigar. No, he's triggering a trap down there and coming up this way. Okay. Well, he's a lot closer than I thought. Terror test fail for Khrothral, so he can't do very much this turn. But he does still have enough to do one attack and then some sort of parry stance, at least. Good. Well, that's what we like to see. A nice miss. And a parry. Great. He's probably got one more attack because we didn't chain him this turn. Ah, counter-attack. Solid. Another miss. Fantastic. There you go. That's that Overwatch shot. Probably not going to keep him at bay. Not quite. Oh, he's gone after Khrothral as well. That's definitely painful. Right, Furman. Finish this guy off if you can. Come on, you got one more attack. Good. Now, while you're here, loot him. Those are good enough. And then come round and get in combat with this ghoul as well. Go on parry stance. And we can get Grazigar coming around the other side if we're lucky. All the way around here. Get involved just on this corner. Miss is unfortunate. But that's quite good. And again, parry stance. It looks like he's just using a club. Nothing too scary there.
A new round has started.
Don't know who that 91 is. Might be a thrall of some sort. That ghoul is coming around behind our front line. Possibly trying to find another route through to Khrothral. The AI does tend to seek out the weakest person. Oh, he's all the way up there. Okay. So, Khrothral. Shoot that guy all the way over there. Don't shoot the Idol of Blood. That's actually useful for us. 67% chance to shoot a million. That's probably worth it. So do a shot there. Then reload. And again, we'll go on Overwatch. Do that kind of here-ish. Just try and slow down anyone that might come this way. Eladel next. I don't think he can quite get into combat here, but if he goes all the way around, he can. Can also see that Necromancer down there, possibly, if we're lucky. No, not quite. Fine. We'll just go full bludgeon mode. So bash, bash buff, basically. That's good. Bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. And dodge stance. So Necromancer next. I imagine he's probably going to jump into the back of Eladel here. No, he's not done anything. Okay. Now the Idol of Blood has expired. We can't cast another one because we're still terrified. We'll get over that eventually. But for the moment, we'll just attack and go on parry. Being terrified reduces your strategic and tactical points by 3 each. It is really quite considerable. Good work, Khrothral. Stay alive. Lovely. Great Hammer's not worth picking up. Oh, where's that from? Down there? Yes. We could probably jump down and engage him. Huh. Hi. Unfortunately, no one else can now. Parry stance. For what good it'll do. I think the guy's probably just going to retreat. I'll double check this, but yeah, destination point is obscured. We can, however, run through here and jump down and come around the other side. Let's move to a point where we're maybe not going to trigger a trap. Yeah, there we go. That'll do nicely. Now, sure, there's a weird stone over there that I would love to pick up, but the priority is staying alive and killing the enemy.
A new round has started.
Another ghoul somewhere. Is that Sylvia over there? Yes. Khrothral, can you do anything for this? I think you probably can. Hand shot down there. Slow him down, reload, and then aim shot. Nice. Very good. Reload again, because you may as well, and then just end your turn. Eladel, you've got enough move to run all the way down and round, actually, so you can go pick up weird stone that we can see. Yes, that is a fantastic idea. So go get those two. Trying to keep as many movement points as possible here. So grab this one.
Objectives updated.
Then I shall shuffle you a little to pick up the next one, hopefully without using another movement point.
Objectives updated.
And then I saw some more on the other side of this building, so you can run around there and try and get those. Picking up all the healing crystals at the moment, which is very nice. Can't quite make it. Can you go through the building? Is that possible? Maybe. Closer. Still not quite there. That's fine. Ambush stance. Pick up at least one more of those unless they rout before we get that far. Oh, disengage into the corner. And then throws an insult because what's a fight without some smack talk? Lifesteal is a bit harsh. And then what? Point blank bow shot? No, more spells. Okay. Well, you're just going to get charged now by these guys at point blank range. Can't say that's particularly smart. Khrothral, still terrified. What can we do that might be useful with you? There's Weirdstone in the building. You can sort of try and move to find where that is. Is that upstairs? Can't see it upstairs. Maybe it's downstairs even. This is one of those no idea points. What's your perception like? If I move to here, 50%. It's downstairs. Okay, that's good to know. End turn. There's nothing worthwhile for you doing there. For a moment. If you would like to recharge, maybe kill the guy. That would be nice. Excellent. Oh gosh, lots of things. Longbow of perforation sounds very nice. Shame we can't use longbows, but we can still sell that. End turn for Furman. I'll put him on dodge stance actually. I'll parry, just in case the ghoul comes past. And then Grazigar, can we get you somewhere that you can pick up some more? Down there? Possibly. Let's see. Doesn't have a huge move. Still get at least one though.
Objectives updated.
It's only a shard rather than a fragment. But hey, cash is cash. Kind of worried at this point that they're going to fail their route test, as they just have. Well, that was successful. Again, the AI targeting our weakest person, Khrothral, while we're trying desperately to level him up. But it was still worthwhile overall. It looks like we got 3 clusters and 1 fragment. So we're a little bit closer to where we want.
Proven yourself worthy
Not
of the
quite
dark
there
blessings
yet.
Of chaos. Each victory you render to the Shadow Lord brings you that much closer to your destiny.
We can, of course, sell the excess now, in terms of like shards, anything over 100 basically. So we got a martial advancement for Furman, mental one for Grazigar. Light wound for Khrothral. That's from being critically hit. It forces you to make a roll on the injury table. Mental advancement for Eladel. That's very nice. A little bit more experience for Khrothral, also giving him a mental advancement. So, things we got. 1 fragment, 3 shards, 3 clusters. All of this gear we basically stole from them. The blunderbuss and antitoxin, probably battlefield loot in general. So, first up, let's pay for treatment of our guys. And then I'll just nip to the shop and sell all the stuff that we don't care about. So, longbow of perforation, we can't use that. Real shame. I like longbows. They've got very good stats. Shields, we've got coming out the wazoo now. I'm going to sell the Shield of Heroism. I don't think that's going to be particularly useful for us. Most of our troops Okay, not Khrothral, but most of our troops are immune to terror on account of being completely crazy. Swords also we don't really use. We'll sell that. Sell hammer, same reason. And the dagger. We can't use blunderbusses. And we're unlikely to use the antitoxin ever. That's probably fine. I'll sell this white junk. Don't care about that either. I'll review the blue things at some point in the future, but it's not urgent to sell them at the moment. Oh, we just need 3 more fragments and then we are done. Very, very close. Right, let's run through those advancements. Oh, that's pay upkeep. Sorry, I paid for treatment, not for upkeep first. So, Eladel. 12 leadership is actually where we want him to be. So now, kind of at this point, it's... Well, 15 intelligence is also where we want. So just alertness. So he's just going to go faster and be slightly more resistant to ranged stuff. That's fine. I could boost his intelligence some more. But I think alertness coming up at least to 12 it gives us some more flexibility in terms of skills he can take. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Flick, flick, flick. Right. Khrothral. Oh, I've got to switch over to a different tab for my plan for him. I think it's just going to be intelligence. Yeah, we need to bring that up so that he can start casting his spells. And then alertness will eventually get him to move faster. But for the moment, intelligence is what we need. Firmament, you're just getting accuracy. Grazigar next, I believe. Yeah, you're getting leadership. And I believe that's it. Certainly looking like it. Right, who is currently in training? Svogaz is in training. We've also got Tugom is in training. What are you training up? Oh yeah, you're training up in order. Yes, that's going to be very nice. Rytosh is training. He'll be training for another couple of days still. Molpor is injured. Yeah, in general, this is looking fine for everyone. I might train up another couple of people in like armor proficiency if they haven't already got it. So you do. Let's just flick through my Dark Souls and see who does and doesn't. Looking like the majority of them do, if not all of them. You don't yet, but I'm still getting you experience points and leveling you up. So I'm thinking we'll train up Shield Specialist for some of those that don't have it yet. There we go. So that's going to be 1 day. That'll be done overnight, and it's a cheap and quick training option. So actually, let's just get that doing on everyone that doesn't have it already. I don't think there's many people that haven't got it yet. Possibly just the 2. So Shield Specialist. You're injured, so you can't check. Shield Specialist. Yes, I think that is certainly sufficient. Quick reload is fine on those guys. What can we do that's fast as well? I don't want to just waste the skill points. But maybe Trick Shooter is worth it on some of these guys. Farouk's going to be out for a couple of days because his experience is much higher than everyone else's. So I will start training him in Trick Shooter. Just give him that little bit of extra chance to hit. That's probably enough for the moment. So let's see what happens overnight. Okay. Bunch of people have learnt their skills. Svogaz now has Daredevil. Amazing. Tagom's learnt Order. Duradash and Furman learnt Shield Specialist. Huthal's injured. Molpor has recovered from his tendinitis. Asdon has finished his training as well. Two other guys are currently still in training. That's Rytosh and Eladel, maybe? Not Eladel. Tagom, possibly? Oh, of course. Farik for his trick shooter. Yes, but we should be back to a larger complement for the next mission. Gosh, this is going well, isn't it? That's going to bring us to the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have and will be joining me for the next. Remember to like these videos if you like them and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I shall see you next time for some more Mordheim, City of the Damned.